Yes, Mr. Law.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Matlala, I'd hope that the tea adjournment would assist me in understanding how this process works. So perhaps if I could ask you to explain that relationship from the beginning, I'll try not to interrupt as best as you can, then we can move forward.
Okay, you is saying relationship, you want me to start where we, about the
RFQs, yes. If you could try once more for my benefit to explain how it works, the contribution by either one of you, what fund it goes into, and then how purchases are made to satisfy the requirements of the RFQ. If you could just touch on that.
I will call the first person, let's just say the main supplier, is the person who will be buying the stock from. Let's just call him the main supplier.
Yes.
Myself and Mr. Maumela will, I'll give you an example of 1 million rands.
Yes.
From our own personal accounts. We'll take that money and put it to the main supplier's account. Main supplier, not Maumela or myself, main supplier.
Yes.
And depending myself or him, whoever will get the RFQ first. And then let's make an example that maybe the RFQ says 200,000 rands. The main supplier is not giving you money, it's giving you stock that is worth 200,000 rands. And then you go and buy your stock, and Commissioner Baloyi made an example that you get 300,000, and then the 200,000, because you took it from the main supplier, it goes back to the main supplier's account. And then the profit now is 100,000 rands. From that profit, 10% of that profit, it will be 10,000 rands, 10% of 100,000 rands.
Yes. So then, okay, I think I'm making headway. So once the supplier supplies the stock that you require to satisfy the RFQ, correct? And they'll supply 200,000 worth of stock. Or the supplier goes to purchase the stock. That's something you said there.
I said, let's call him the person who has the stock. Let's call him the main supplier.
Yes.
So just for interest of this conversation.
Indeed.
He will, I will give him let's say they need 500 bottles of still water.
Yes.
He will give me the 500 bottles of still water. That is worth 200,000
Okay.
rands.
And then you satisfy then the contract with the Department of Health for provision of that still water.
Yes.
And then you will deduct from what you and Mr. Maumela have paid into the main supplier's account, 200,000.
Yes.
Okay. And that's then leaves whatever the balance is. When you have delivered and then the Department of Health pays you, by you I mean either you individually or you both, you indicated that the 200,000 goes back to the main supplier.
Yes, to purchase further in case we would get further RFQs, and then we know that we've got credit with him.
So if each had contributed $1 million at the start, 200,000 down, that leaving 1.8 million, when you pay back after your account has been settled by the Department of Health, you pay back the 200,000 to the main supplier. The main supplier has this, for lack of a better term, I called it a revolving credit then of 2 million.
Of course.
Okay. And the Department of Health pays one of you, whoever was successful in the RFQ, and you make those transactions to pay to the main supplier.
Of course. Yes.
Oh, okay. So then this, you say, started around 2018, 2019. Until when did it maintain?
Maybe 2023, I think 2022, 2023.
Okay. Now, how many suppliers are we talking about? A rough estimation?
How many suppliers?
Yeah, supply. You said there are many RFQs. You said there were too many to count. So on that basis, I assume that there are many suppliers, unless I'm wrong in which
Suppliers.
event. Main suppliers, yes.
Suppliers is, I don't know, okay, I was using my companies. Suppliers, are you referring to companies when you say suppliers?
Yeah, I assumed when you brought in the notion of a main supplier, you meant the company that will provide you with the stock that is required.
Yes, that's correct.
Yes. So I want to know this arrangement you had with what you call quote unquote main supplier. How many main suppliers over that period, 2018-19 to 2023, were there?
Okay. Yeah, it's only one, but he had two companies.
Okay.
Yes.
What is this supplier? What's the name of this entity?
The one that I can remember is called Telox.
Please say that again.
Telox. Telox.
Is that a PTY or TELOX?
I don't know that.
Mr. Matlala, you can't give over 1 million to somebody you don't know. You've got to have something.
I don't know what is PTY. I don't know that, Commissioner.
Okay. Now, where is this based?
His company.
Yes, this Telox, where is it based?
His factory, I think, is in Midrand, and the other one is in, I think, Jetpack.
So they are both called Telox.
No, the other, I forgot the other. I'll find it. I'll find the other name and then I'll tell you. I'll just have to go through. I'll find the other.
So, now we're down to two. In that period, and accepting that you establish more or less a revolving credit with either one of them as main suppliers, how much did you personally, how much did you both invest in either to maintain this revolving fund?
We started, I think, with 1 million rands.
It was R1 million.
I'm not sure. Yeah, from the top of my head, I think so.
Okay, perhaps if you give us a range, no more than?
Let's say 1 million rands.
Is that guesswork or are you?
Yes, it's guesswork.
No, I want more than guesswork.
I don't know.
You deal with too many millions to know where you invested $1 million or more, right?
I'm not saying that.
Okay. So then, is this revolving fund with the main supplier based on a written agreement?
No, it's not.
Did we get the second company? We have Telox.
He said he doesn't recall the name of the second company.
I said I'll find it. I don't
You'll
recall,
find
but I'll find it.
Okay.
And
Since, Commissioner, I don't know, because last time I heard you saying you're going to Sapuna the bank statements. It will show there when I was paying the supplier with the reference.
we wouldn't know who of the many companies
Yes, but I'm saying
is the second one.
I don't know even whether I'll be having copies of those bank statements. Then I can go through them and then it will show, because the reference was medical supply, and then I will know that, okay, this is the other company.
Okay. So, now how many you said there was no written agreement in
Yes.
respect of either one of them.
Yes.
So, you spoke of a 10% profit. Again, let's use your hypothetical 200,000 worth of stock, which you then acquire, hand over to the Department of Health, let's say stethoscopes, and then you are paid, you will have your profit in there, correct? When you're paid by the Department of Health.
Of course.
Yes. So it is your company whose RFQ was successful. You pay back the value of the stock, which is 200,000, thus restoring the revolving fund back to its original number of 2 million, right? Leaving 100,000 as profit.
Yes.
Now, you say you paid 10% of the profit. Who do you pay to?
To my business associate, to Mr. Maumela.
So you've got 100,000, you pay 10%, which would be 30,000, no, which would 30,000 based on what you've received, right?
No, 10% of the profit, Commissioner.
Or 10% of the profit?
Yes.
So it would be 10,000?
Yes,
So if it were his company that were successful, he would do the same for you?
exactly.
And if you are operating independently, what is the benefit of this exercise that you work jointly?
If I'm operating independently,
Yes, because the RFQ is awarded to you individually or to Mr. Maumela. What is the benefit of having this fund out of which either one of you will gain 10% or where they've put in no sweat?
I don't think I understand your question. Can you please just try to rephrase it?
Okay. Why should Mr. Maumela get 10% of the profit that you made when he has contributed nothing?
He contributed money because there is a money that we put into the main supplier's account. And we agreed that whoever gets RFQ first, we can take money from there, but you have to give me 10% of your profit. So that is your benefit.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, I interrupted. I thought you were done.
Sorry?
I thought you were done. I interrupted. My apologies. Please continue.
No, it's okay. I was just trying to explain that the benefit is the 10% of the profit.
Now, has it ever happened that you provide supplies to the exact amount of what both of you have invested? In this case, we made an example of 2 million. Have you ever exhausted that?
Yes, it happens. Okay, before I answer, let me just get, you're saying, your question is, has it ever happened that I spent more than $1 million? Is that your question?
Well, that the entire amount that both of you have invested
Yes.
is used on one single RFQ.
Yes, it happens.
Okay, how often has that happened?
But it happened a lot. But by then, the business was well established. We can use your own money.
Please say that again.
The business was I'll call it a business. I'll say it was well established. If it exceeds that, then you can use your own money. Because you have money that you're making from the profits.
It's no longer, you're not longer using the fund.
I'm saying if it exceeds that amount.
No, I don't want it to exceed. I want it to stay below what you have both invested. So have you ever exhausted the fund? You've given the supplier 2 million, and you need to supply stethoscopes worth 2 million.
Yes, this is what I'm asking. You're saying, meaning that the entire money that is with the main supplier, I have to use it to buy, to get stock. That's what you're saying.
Okay, yes.
Yes, and then my answer to you is, by then the business was well established. So you can.
So effectively then, let's take you to be the successful bidder, quote unquote. You use up the 2 million to supply stock based on that RFQ to the Department of Health. What Mr. Maumela at the end of the day makes is 10% of the profit you make, and he's lost his entire investment of 1 million. You don't get to repay that.
Go back to the question again. He lost the entire 1 million.
Yes, he invested 1 million.
Yes.
You used it up together with yours to satisfy an RFQ. And you said your arrangement is that you will then pay him 10% of the profit. So his initial investment of 1 million rand, you use up, but you don't get to pay back.
That never happened?
Just a moment, Mr. Matlala. The broadcasters have asked that you switch on both your mics.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. So if you bought stock for 2 million, you use that fund. You and Mr. Maumela have both invested 1 million. You make 250,000. So you give him 10% of the profit, which is, you make 2.5.
Million.
Yes. You used up the 2 million in the fund to buy the stock. You get paid 2.5 million by the Department of Health. Correct? To include your profit in there, you can't buy and sell for 2 million.
I'm listening.
No, am I correct? That's why, because I need you to correct me where I go wrong so I can understand where my confusion arises from.
Okay. What is your confusion? Maybe I can clarify that because I'm also confused now.
The thing is, however way I try to clear my confusion, you don't assist me, I'll try again. You both have invested $1 million each. It's 2 million in the fund with the main supplier. The RFQ is yours. You buy stock from that supplier for 2 million, you provide to the Department of Health. Are we good thus far?
Commissioner, first of all, the RFQ does not exceed 500,000.
Uh-huh.
So it cannot be that you can spend the entire 1 million to get stock, and then because the RFQ obviously is less than 500,000.
Okay, so
Can we just amend it this way? You get 4 RFQs of 500 each at a time. It's 2 million. But all of them are 500 each. So
Okay.
Let's work with that on this question.
It's fine, yes.
then let's work with that. We're back to 2
Then
million.
you'll use your own money.
Why use your own money? You have a fund of for 2 million that's sitting with the main supplier.
But I'm saying if it exceeds what you have there,
No, it's not exceeding, it's smack bang 2 million.
okay?
Yeah.
And then what is the question?
You use up that 2 million for your 4 RFQs in the example given by
Yes.
Commissioner Baloyi.
Yes.
You provide whatever is required in terms of each RFQ. The total cost is 2 million. So you have expended that entire fund held by the main supplier. Correct?
Of course, yes.
The Department of Health and on time as required by the PFMA pays you as the contracting party what is due to you in terms of the contract, and the profit you are going to make out of all 4 is 500,000. So it pays you 2.5 million. Correct?
Yes.
So in that instance, do you return 2 million back to the fund?
Of course.
And then of the 500,000, you give Mr. Maumela 10%.
Of course.
Then that 2 million stays there again and you get to use it. So that's why I said the benefit he derives from extending 1 million loan to you is 10% of the little profit you make. That's what he gets out of it.
So the profit will always depend on the 10% will always depend on the profit.
Okay.
Sorry, Mr. Matlala, there's something I don't think you have factored thus far. If you have, you'll correct me. The main supplier, as you call it, will have invoiced you for 2 million in this example. The 500 times, yes, times 4. And therefore, the 200, the main supplier has to be paid the 200 rand, 200 million rand. So
2 million rands.
2 million. Oh, gosh, yeah. And so that 2 million is gone, so to speak, because the main supplier must get money for the goods supplied. So to continue having 2 million in the account held by the main supplier, you would have to pay in another 2 million, or not?
I agree.
Yes. So that 2 million is gone. And that actually would take us to one of Ms. Silo's earlier questions, which would be, now this 2 million has been used up by you.
Yes.
in respect of your contracts. What does that mean? Does it mean Mr. Maumela would have lost the 2 million, or I think you did ask such a question earlier.
The 1 million, yes.
Yeah.
But
We were talking, the 1 million, he's half of the 2 million.
But it's
Or how would you, between the two of you, work that out? Because that's far, I think the main supplier's invoice was not factored into the discussion or the debate.
Can I answer?
Yes, please.
It's not lost entirely because you're going to buy, you use that money to get stock. So as soon as the department pays you back, they're going to take the 2 million back. So it would be lost years for maybe that period while you're waiting for that payment. As soon as you get the payment, then the money will be back to the main supplier's account. So I cannot say he lost his money. But for that period while you're waiting for the payment, yes, I will say only for that period. That's when I will say the money is gone. But we know that you're going to get your money back.
Thank you, Chair. Okay, so now we know you had two main suppliers with Mr. Maumela. That much we've established, correct?
One main supplier who owns two companies.
Okay. So the payments that you and Mr. Maumela make, is it to the one main supplier who distributes to his companies, or do you also make payment directly to any one of the two companies?
Yeah, to any of the two companies, yes.
You make directly?
Yes.
Okay. So are we talking about three companies or two?
The main supplier owns two companies. The main supplier.
Is the main supplier a company or a human being?
He's a human being who owns two companies.
Okay. So then who's this main supplier? Perhaps if I have a name for him, I'll be able to distinguish him from the other companies. Who's this main supplier?
I'll give you the name of the company. The name I cannot give it to you. And earlier I mentioned that I might be under investigation. I can give you the name of the company.
Why can't you give the name?
Just in case, because I said chances are I might be investigated. We cannot rule out that I'm not investigated. During my tea break, I checked on it's there now. We can show it to you on the computer. They say I am investigated. The thing is, I cannot prove it, but
We have established one thing. Yesterday, you suggested you were under investigation. You undertook to provide documentation to prove you are under investigation. The document you provided does not demonstrate that you are under investigation. Thus far, the Commission has got nothing before it to even suggest that you are under any investigation regarding these issues, your relationship with Mr. Maumela. So we don't work on the basis that on the off chance that you might be investigated. You are either under investigation or you are not. Thus far, you haven't established that you are. Do you accept that?
no, I don't accept that, Commissioner.
How have you established that you are under investigation?
From the then NDPP, he said it himself. So, and then I saw it on I can ask my legal counsel now to show it to you on the computer. It's there.
To show me what? Why didn't you provide? You provided us one document.
I'm sorry, Commissioner. I just checked that now during tea break. When I was searching for any investigation that I can find.
Yes.
So before that, the only thing that I could find is that which I accept that I'm not, for that that SIU document, for that I accept that I'm not under investigation.
Okay.
I'm not disputing that. However, I said, because I cannot prove that, it does not mean that I'm not under investigation.
Okay, then you say you found something on the computer. We will check it during lunch. But for our purposes, can you describe the nature of this document you found that confirms that you're under investigation?
No, it's an article made by the NDPP.
Okay. When and what does it say precisely, and what crime are you being investigated for?
For the Department of Health, it's from, I think by then he was the head of SIU.
What are you being investigated for, Mr. Matlala? If the NDPP says you're under investigation, it
Yes.
should at least tell you what you are being investigated
For
for.
tender fraud.
Okay.
Mr. Matlala, perhaps to assist us, you should clarify this. Looking at the arrangement you have told us about, your arrangement with Mr. Maumela, depositing money with a supplier to then use funds out of that fund for the purposes that you have explained. Nothing immediately tells me from where I'm sitting that there is criminality about that. I'm not saying there isn't. But sitting where I am, nothing jumps out of your testimony to tell me that here's the criminality. So I find it very difficult to understand your standpoint that you are being investigated about this specifically. And for you, to then refuse to answer the last question that Ms. Sello put to you. Do you want to comment on that?
Yes, please, Commissioner.
Yes, please.
Chairperson, I'm sorry. Chairperson, it's because the investigation, I wouldn't know how wide would the investigation be, and I wouldn't even know that which or who are they going to interview or cross-examine. I don't know that, and I do not want to give up names of people who also I might incriminate. I do not want to do that. The question that I was asked from the chair, from the commissioner, is my relationship with Mr. Maumela, which I was willing to comment on that. So, but anything that has to do with the investigation, I do not want to dwell on that.
You see, the difficulty then is your response has a good few I don't knows, I don't know. And you are not able to pinpoint criminality to which you might be subjected, and for you to then be in a position to assert the privilege against self-incrimination. So, cut a long story short, I fail to understand the basis, if you are indeed asserting the privilege in this context. So I do not understand the basis for it. You remember our debate yesterday about the need for you to identify specific criminality and to, on the basis of that, claim the privilege. So it's on that basis that if you say, I don't know, and you are not identifying a specific crime, I don't quite get how you are claiming or asserting the privilege. You want to comment?
Chairperson, I want to ask that if there is an ongoing investigation, which I will say again, I won't say 100% that I am under investigation. It's what I heard, and it's what I heard also from the then NDPP himself. So my question is, if there is an ongoing investigation, doesn't that stand as, the thing is, I do not know how the rules apply, of the commission applies, but I don't know whether if there's an ongoing investigation, does not that stand as why I do not want to answer a certain question?
You see, I'm engaging you on the basis of the facts that you have proffered. And on that basis, I have said there's no criminality that jumps out of the narrative you have given us. And on that basis, I do not understand how you can assert the privilege. That's the simple basis on which I'm engaging you on now. My understanding of what you are saying is that there just might be some criminality of which I have no idea. And on the basis of that, I'm asserting the privilege. Surely, that cannot be the basis of asserting the privilege. So unless you tell us something more concrete, you are not entitled to assert the privilege. Not on this, not on what you've said thus far. Do you accept that basically what you said, or the substance of what you are saying is, I know I'm being investigated, and there just might be, you're not saying for a fact there is, there just might be some criminality, and therefore I'm not prepared to answer these questions or this question. Do you accept my interpretation of what you said, or my understanding of what you said?
No, Chairperson, I beg to differ.
Yes.
I said, if their investigation, obviously there is criminality. I'm saying I cannot prove it to you, because what I know is only what the head of the SIU said, which is something that I can prove it to you is here. I'm not, on the computer, I can show it to you, that they said themselves that they are investigating me. So that is what I know, and then I cannot just ignore that. They cannot just say that because of they were just trying to, I don't know, mention my name for the fun of it. There is something out of it. So I don't know what is that. So that is not something that I'm just thumb-sucking. It's something which is there, and I'm saying to you, I can ask my legal counsel now to show it to you on the computer, or we can, I don't know if they can print that article. I don't know how or we can show the computer itself. So that is something which exists. So the thing is, I have never been approached. And I said, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I've been approached about this thing, but what I know is that there is an ongoing investigation.
You have said for the first time that there is criminality. Earlier, the substance of what you said was exactly what I said in my interpretation of it. It's for the first time now in your last response that you say there is criminality. But the question that will then arise is, what is that criminality? Because on the engagement you have been having with Ms. Silo and my co-commissioners, nothing jumps out of your testimony and tells us that here's criminality, indicating also what the nature of that criminality is. Nothing jumps out of your testimony to give us that or to tell us that. So you just say there is criminality. What criminality?
Chairperson, can I answer?
Yes, all we know, I will let you answer just now. All we know is you pulled funds together and you then placed those funds in the hands of a quote-unquote main supplier, and then you use those funds in the manner in which you described. Nothing readily tells me what the criminality is. I'm not saying there isn't any. I don't know. Sitting here, I do not know. But what I will say is, no criminality immediately manifests itself. So what's the criminality on the basis of which you can assert the privilege?
Chairperson, the purpose for us to have that business is to supply medical equipment to the Department of Health. Then that is when the SIU flagged that there is some criminality in or irregularities, I don't know what I can call it, but because of the SIU got involved and then they are investigating it. Obviously, SIU, they investigate criminality. And then I haven't been charged now. I cannot tell you what charge am I facing. I don't know whether it will be fraud or corruption or what, I don't know. But what I know is there is an ongoing investigation. That is a fact, Chairperson.
Thank you. Ms. Silo.
Thank you, Chair. If I may continue, then I'll, for purposes of my question, accept what you say. SIU is investigating. Are you aware of any crime that would have been committed in this arrangement that we have just discussed, that the SIU is likely to uncover?
Like I said,
Perhaps let's avoid committed. Are you aware of a crime that they could possibly be investigating? Let's avoid committed.
I'll accept that.
Thank you.
That
Thank you.
qualifier. So it's actually a better question and I guess a lower threshold.
Commissioner, that's why when you are under investigation, they call you a suspect because of it hasn't. They haven't proved anything that you might have committed. There's a reasonable suspicion that you might have committed a possible offense.
Yes.
So, as I see it here, from my side, I don't know of any wrongdoing that I did, but it does not stop someone from investigating me. So just because of I'm saying I did not do this, it does not mean now they must stop investigating.
No, we're not directing SIU to stop. I'm just trying to understand. Remember, so far you are failing on the first front where you seek to assert your rights to identify the offense that you could potentially be incriminating yourself in. And that's why we're having this debate. Because if at least you had identified the offense, then the chair, I guess, would have considered your fear of that offense being levied against you in the context of the conversation we are having. We can't even do that because it's unclear what offense you are worried about or you suspect you are being investigated on.
Commissioner, if I can make an example and I say to you that tomorrow I'm going to shoot you, obviously you'll be maybe wearing a bulletproof or driving an armored car. I'm preparing you for something. Even SIU, I will know by the time they charge me that this is what they have been charged with. But before that, I wouldn't know. So I cannot tell you now, as I sit here, that this is what they are investigating me for. I don't know that. I haven't been approached yet.
Should we perhaps not request that the evidence leaders and the commission should have sight of the document that Mr. Matlala referred to? And,
Yes, please.
Which I think he was suggesting buttresses the point he's making. As to how in practical terms we are able to get that, Ms. van den Heever?
We've got the specific article. It was a press release or interview conducted by, he's now the NDPP, but he was then the head of the SIU when this was done. So that we can make available. We also have a further progress report dated 2025 that was issued by the SIU that again sort of refers to Mr. Matlala being under investigation, being a suspect in this matter. I've also endeavored to obtain, that's why I walked out and I have to apologize that I ran this way, just to get up there was very difficult for me. I've made contact to obtain the full SIU application for you, Chairperson. It would assist, I think, the Commission to do its work, as well as the asset forfeiture unit application, all places where we referred, clear for you to see that he is indeed a suspect in a variety of investigations. And I will leave it at that. If you give us, we will endeavor, we don't have the facilities with us, but we will endeavor to get everything printed and provided to you. It will assist you tremendously to understand, I think, what the client, again, as a layperson, is trying to convey in very simple terms to you at this point. Thank you, Chairperson.
May we leave it between you and Ms. Sildo to arrange for the sharing.
By you, I of course refer to the royal you.
No, that I was going to propose perhaps that we park it so that we can sort out these issues during the lunch adjournment. And just to assure Mr. Matlala and Ms. van der Heever, they don't have to worry about printing. It suffices to email them and we'll take care of the printing. So that should take a burden off their shoulders. Thank you.
And just in the event, because I have no idea, because you referred to something additional to the media statement or something, just in case the documents are voluminous, if perhaps you could, even if you share the full documents, if you could identify the relevant parts.
We will do our best, Chairperson.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you, Chair. We will work on that during the course of the lunch period. Then perhaps just to close this issue, Mr. Matlala, where I understand that there was no agreement. I think you testified as such, no written agreement between yourself and Mr. Maumela for this venture? You said there was none.
Yes.
Was there an agreement with the supplier?
I said there was none.
There was none.
Yes.
Now, you said this is over a period 2018-19, okay, thereabouts, until 2023. That's about a period of 4 to 5 years.
Yes.
Rough calculation. I will not hold you to any specific number. Over that period, are you able to say how much each of you invested in this revolving fund with the main supplier?
We were not investing in him. We were.
Oh, okay.
It was a credit. It was. I'll say maybe a credit.
Okay, and this credit facility with the main supplier, how much did each of you contribute?
Sometimes it will be 2 million or 4 million. It will depend on how much we have on that specific time.
So what is the total amount you would have contributed over the period of 4 to 5 years, 2018-19 to 2023?
Myself, or you mean myself and Mr. Maumela?
Yes.
Oh, I'll have to do the math.
Thumbs up?
I have to do the math, Commissioner. Please, can we pack it for now and then I'll just...
Okay. Single, double, triple digit, where are we at?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you will check that during the lunch as well while we do the other exercise. Now, in participating in this credit, I don't know what to call it, with the main supplier, but you know, I call it a fund, right?
Of course,
So
yes.
for purpose of my question, let's just call it a fund. And participating in this fund, were you doing it directly as Mr. Matlala, or were you doing through any of your companies? Who was the participant in this scheme?
You say the payment will come through my personal account or from my business account?
Yes.
Is that the question?
Well, yes, I want to know whether it's Mr. Matlala contributing to this fund, or is it Mr. Matlala through, is it AK, Black Trading, those companies that
Yes,
we are with?
it will be through a business account, but because it was not a formal thing, as long as the money is there, I will just send it from whichever company that I have money in.
No, I'm happy with that. You remember that you keep suggesting we go look at your bank statements. So I assume, correct me if I'm wrong, that there will be bank statements for the company, all your companies. There would be your personal bank statements. So which bank statements do we look at?
It cannot be personal, but it should be business.
Okay, now which companies?
That's just because, like I said, I was just using money from any of the, so it's safe to just get statements from all the companies.
Which all the companies? In the morning, Commissioner Kumalo pointed out to you that, was it yesterday, previous engagement about your companies, there is one that, at least one you did not mention, that is now in the list of the SIU application. So can you at least give us the names of the companies through which you participated in this scheme?
I said to Commissioner Kumalo that the other companies are being deregistered, but by then they were operating. So I will invite you to get, for us to be safe, to rather get all the bank statements. But because other companies were deregistered, I don't know. The thing is, I don't remember when other companies were being deregistered. So, but from 2018, it will be safe to get all of them.
Mr. Matlala, sorry. Surely you are able to tell us that most of the time when I was putting money into the main supplier, I was using Black AK or I was using CAD VIP services. You should be able to tell us that. And then we will be able to go look at the bank account of one or two of those to get to the point where you want us to get at. So the starting point is you giving an indication that most of the time when I was investing or I was putting money into this fund with the main supplier, I was using this company or both of these companies. Are you not able to do that?
Commissioner Baloyi, I didn't want to confine myself only in this specific account, but when you say most, I know that most of the time I was using the Black AK account, but I didn't want to just confine myself. And the next thing, we find that there's other funds.
I'll tell you how it assists.
Okay.
Once we go into the Black AK bank account, and we see that most of the time this is the
Yes.
medical supplier that you were paying money into.
Yes.
When we go to the other bank accounts, then we will look for that entity in those other bank accounts. And that's how we will be able to move forward. So the starting point, if you say it was Black AK
Of course, yes,
trading,
yes.
then let's start from there.
Okay.
Thank you, Commissioner. In fact, it's Commissioner Kumalo, not Baloyi.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not the first one, so I take no offense.
I couldn't
I've
resist.
given up on correcting anyone, Mr.
I'm sorry, commissioners.
I couldn't resist, Mr. Matlala. You say, so now,
Sorry, maybe it would be of tremendous help. I know.
Your microphone,
Sorry, it might be of assistance if I may be so bold as to suggest the following. We know that the manner in which you work, I would assume that you are in possession of his bank statements. I will get the dates. Why is it not just handed over? Otherwise, we're going to go back. It then turns almost into let's catch you out by what you commit yourself to or not. If we give you the bank, the entities, you are in possession of the bank statements provided to us, we can then take this matter further. That would be a manner for us to assist the Commission in that regard. It's clean, it's easy then for the client to go through the various bank statements and, if possible, then identify what he needs to deal with.
Chair, I hear what Ms. van die Heever suggests. However, I would like to believe that we're not talking about 10 or more companies involved in this scheme. There might be 2, 3. And I am happy to accept that, as he says, some of his companies have since been deregistered, that he subsequently will say to the Commission, oh, I forgot the 4th, which happened to do one transaction. It's possible. But if there are specific companies and we know what to look out for in their statements, it makes the process easier. What Ms. van die Heever wants is us to give them statements, they go through them and say, okay, it's this company, it's that company. These are not events from 20 years ago. Mr. Matlala should have some recollection of at least 1, 2, or 3 companies. And if he says at least those, there may be more, I would leave it at that. Then when we've got the statements, it's to ask him whether this particular transaction by this other company related to the same scheme.
let's continue with the questioning, and obviously, once the statements have been sourced, they will be shared.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Just to clarify, you've spoken of Black AK. Is there any other you can recall as you sit there?
No, I think with the Black AK, that will help because
Okay.
most of the payments were made from the Black AK account.
Most of the payments were made
Yes.
from there. Now, as at the dissolution of this fund, and I say it's fund, what was the payout by the supplier to yourself and Mr. Maumela? And by yourself, of course, I mean to the right account of the entity through which you had invested. When you shut down the fund, you said it was until 2023. What was paid out to both of you by the supplier?
But the main supplier,
Yes, what was returned, not paid out, what was returned to you? Because I understood it to always have been your money.
yes, I don't think there was no money left there.
Oh, you had exhausted the fund?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this kind of arrangement, did it ever involve anyone besides yourself and Mr. Maumela?
No?
Just the two of you?
Yes.
Okay. You testified, I think, yesterday, no, the 21st, describing your relationship with Mr. Msibi and that you provided security services to him, if I understood you correctly.
Yes.
And you indicated there that you didn't have a relationship. You recall I even asked, I think, of a friendship, and I think you suggested that he was an old man. You recall us having that conversation?
No, I said he called me son and I called him Baba.
Yes, and that there was otherwise no relationship.
Relationship we had because of he was my client. I said, you said business, you were referring to other businesses except rendering security services for him. I do not know relationship in which context are you referring to.
Okay, perhaps then let's take a step back. Please describe your relationship then, in whatever context there is.
He was a client because I was rendering security services for him.
Yes.
But since the services were for VIP protection, close protection, so most of the times I'll be with, not myself as a protector, but as the director of the company, most of the times I'll be with him. And then we will talk about other things, but it's not like a relationship. I do not want to commit myself and say we are friends. We are not friends.
Actually said he was old. You couldn't be friends with him.
Yes.
Why do you accept it when it comes from Commissioner Baloyi and you deny that when I suggested to you that's what you said, Mr. Matlala?
Okay, it's fine. I said that.
Now, you say you were not friends. Did you have a business relationship other than you, your company, by you, I mean your company providing VIP protection to him?
Other businesses?
Yeah, other business relationships.
No, I don't have.
Okay. Now, did you ever perform any favors or execute any requests by him outside the provision of the VIP protection services? Do you ever do anything for him?
Yes, he will ask for random things, yes.
Like what?
Like I remember when he wanted to buy a Rolex for the wife, and then he asked me where can he get a Rolex, and then I told him where I bought mine, and then things like that. So.
Okay, I'm more interested in actions rather than what you told him. What have you done for him outside providing services?
No. Done.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay. Are you aware if he had a relationship with Mr. Maumela? Are you?
He knew him, yes, but it's not a relationship. Again, I think is something which we need to explain it how when we mean a relationship.
And that's why I call it a relationship. It could be anything. I have no other term beside relationship. You get to determine the nature of the relationship.
Okay, Commissioner, let me just take you a step back, and then maybe you'll first of all, he knew he knew Mr. Maumela because of me.
Okay.
What do you mean by that? Did you introduce Mr. Maumela to him or Mr. Msibi to Mr. Maumela?
Oh, Mr. Maumela, actually, he was selling his car. And then Mr. Msibi wanted to know which car is he selling. And then that's when they got to know each other. And then he ended up knowing him because of myself. Most of the time I will be with him when I go to see him.
You have got two hymns there. You'd be with who when you go to see who?
Okay. Sometimes I'll go with Mr. Maumela to Mr. Msibi, but at some point, he wanted to even sell his car.
What car is this? Do you recall?
It's a Pagani Huawera. I don't know how to pronounce that name, Huawera or something. Pagani Huawera.
You are a sports fan enthusiast. You can't call it. What do I call it?
It's not English, Commissioner.
You're an enthusiast. I thought you would know and at least educate us how it's said. Okay. So it was the one car.
Yes.
Now, beyond that transaction of buying the car, was there a relationship they maintained to your knowledge?
A relationship?
They maintained, yes. Mr. Maumela and Mr. Msibi.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't-
And was Mr. Msibi part of, in any form, part of this, you remember the fund we just discussed? Was he a part of that fund in any manner, whether as a contributor, an indirect investor, or in any form you can think of? Was
no,
he
he
didn't
was not.
participate at all?
No, he was not.
Were you involved, were you ever involved in exchange of monies between Mr. Maumela and Mr. Msibi? If so, when and under what circumstances?
Exchange of money.
Yes. The paying over of money, the handing over of money. And I say exchange because it could have come from either end.
No, I don't think so. Paying of money, I don't remember.
Not Mr. Maumela paying Mr. Msibi or Mr. Msibi paying Mr. Maumela. You're not aware of any of those?
I actually saw one from the bundles that I was going through, but I've been trying. I think it was when I add those monies together, they end up to 4 million. I think it was, but these partly payments, 200, 1.3 million, 2 million. I saw some of the monies there, but I do not recall what was that money for.
Oh, so there were payments of monies, now you recall?
From what I saw in the bundles, yes.
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 And you say amounted to about 4 million.
Yes.
And you are not aware how that came about because they didn't have a relationship, any kind of relationship beyond the buying of Mr. Maumela's sports car.
As I was saying, that's when he got to know him. They didn't have a relationship, yes, but he's someone that you can talk to.
We dealt with the sports car. You say you don't know if he bought it, and you say as far as you know, there was no relationship beyond that.
Sorry.
Didn't you say that?
The sports car, I know that he did not buy it.
Yes.
Yes.
And we agreed that beyond the interest in the sports car, whatever the outcome was, there was no other relationship you're aware of. That was your testimony.
Yes, that I'm aware of, yes.
Yes. So how do you become aware of 4 million and the like being paid? What relationship was that between the two of them?
I became aware because I saw it in the bundles.
Okay, forget what you saw in the bundles. Go back in memory, you knowing both Mr. Maumela and Mr. Msibi, and tell me about the relationship that you were aware of that they had at the time.
Comparing my relationship with Mr. Msibi, I cannot say Mr. Maumela had the same relationship with Mr. Msibi.
Don't compare, just give a description of the relationship as you understood it.
He will know him as because he called me my son's friend.
So you're saying it's in that context that there was an exchange of 4 million to his son's friend?
I said, I do not know what was that payment for. I don't know that.
So you say you don't know what the payment was for?
Yes.
Were you involved in any manner in the payment?
Involved our commission.
In any manner? That was the question.
It's Mr. Maumela who paid Mr. Msibi.
It's Mr. Maumela paying Mr. Msibi. Were you involved?
It's not actually Mr. Msibi, because it's Mr. Koza. When I see the bank, what is it called? The proof of payment. It's Mr. Koza. But the money was sent to, the proof of payments, I sent them to Mr. Msibi.
Why?
I will assume that maybe Mr. Maumela asked me to send the proof of payment to Mr. Msibi.
So now we have left the payment of 4 million between Mr. Msibi and Mr. Maumela, and now it has become payment between Mr. Koza and Mr. Maumela. But then you send the proof of payment to Mr. Msibi. Is that a fair understanding of what you are saying?
Commissioner, if I knew what was the payment, because now what I'm about, I will answer, it will be out of assumptions. I don't know what is the payment for, and then I do not even remember me sending that proof of payment, but because it's there, I might have sent it, yes, but I don't remember what was that for.
I didn't ask you what it was for. I'm trying to understand. Originally, you said that Mr. Msibi, Mr. Maumela, somewhere there was an exchange of 4 million that you since reminded of.
Yes.
Towards the tail end of what you were saying, you then introduced Mr. Koza and Mr. Maumela as if the exchange was between the two of them. And then you said you forwarded the proof of payment to Mr. Msibi. That's your testimony.
Yes, according to what I saw on
So
the
then I
chats.
ask, why would, if it's between Mr. Koza and Mr. Maumela, why do you send it to Mr. Msibi?
I
The
just
proof of payment.
I wanted to say what I will answer, it will be based on assumptions because I do not even remember that thing happening. So I will assume that maybe Mr. Maumela asked me to forward this payment to Mr. Msibi.
Mr. Matlala, who is Mr. Koza in this picture? And I'm asking because you're trying to make sense of the importance
yeah.
of this evidence.
Mr. Koza, I don't know him. Because according to that thing, it says Agrippa Koza. The name is Agrippa, so I don't know who is Agrippa Koza.
Do you know why you were sending a proof of payment to Mr. Msibi? Your involvement.
I said I don't even remember sending that proof of payment, but I'm not saying I did not send it.
Now that you've seen it,
Yes,
it's not your
I wouldn't.
memory.
Before I came here, I've been trying to remember, obviously, that what was this thing for, but honestly, I don't.
Thank you. Yes.
Why would Mr. Maumela send proof of payment through you if you knew nothing about what that transaction or what those payments are about? And you don't know who Koza is? You've introduced Mr. Maumela to Mr. Msibi. They've even tried to do a transaction to sell a car. So they do know each other. They must have each other's numbers. You have to have had an explanation why it is you that is being asked to send proofs of payment. Even if you say it's a while back, unless you were doing this kind of thing many times, I would understand if this was one of many that you did. Assuming there weren't many where you were forwarding proof of payments for Mr. Msibi to Mr. Maumela, I would expect you to have a recollection of how you get involved in this. Yeah, you may respond.
It's because Mr. Maumela never had Mr. Msibi's number. So I forwarded it because I'm the one who had Mr. Msibi's number. But like I said, I do not recall what was that payment for. I don't even remember me sending that proof of payment, but I see that I did send that proof of payment.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you, Commissioners. So you concluded that Mr. Msibi would have an interest in these proof of payment, and that's why you shared them with him? Is that a fair understanding, or am I misunderstanding you?
I wanted to comment, but I said it will be an assumption because I will think maybe Mr. Msibi asked him and Mr. Maumela, they had some other businesses which I was not aware of, and then Mr. Maumela wanted me to show him that he paid that money. I don't know.
I'm more interested in what either one of them said to you about sharing the proof of payment.
I do not remember even that thing happening, Commissioner, so I cannot answer that.
So you are saying you could potentially have just woken up one morning and said it might be a good idea to share this proof of payment with one of them?
Commissioner,
You wouldn't know, you don't remember.
So what was your question?
My question is, you could very well have woken up one cold morning and decide you are going to share this piece of information and give the proof of payment.
It cannot be like that.
Okay.
For me to do that, someone must have asked me to do that.
Okay. So at least one of them asked you to do that. So
Of
you
course,
received
yes.
the proof of payment from
Yes.
one of them and you shared with the other.
Yes.
And you are saying it's because either one of them would have asked you.
Of course, yes.
Okay. That makes logical sense. Now, I would like to refer us to, Commissioner Balo, you. Okay. Can we go to There are so many file ones here. I'm going to try and describe. File 1, exhibit bundle, additional chats. That's what it should read on your spine. No. There's still part A, part B, still file 1. It just reads file 1. But it must have below his name, exhibit bundle, additional chats.
Yes, that's what it says.
File 1, not B, just simple file 1.
No, it does
Huh?
say file 1B. It does say.
Oh, no, I understand that it has since become 1A and 1B. I worked off one file, so I think it grew.
Maybe help us with the page number. and then
I don't even know if it's sequential, I fear. I'm starting at least at page 114. I understand it's 1A, page 114. And that should lend me on a sheaf of papers that reflect some conversations between Mr. Matlala and Mr. Msibi. Those are the downloaded chats.
And that's CJC 417.
CJC 417, yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Then I think we are on the same document. Mr. Matlala, they've assisted you with that.
Sorry, Chairperson, we're not yet there, sorry. We're trying to
Okay,
get.
take your time. Take your time.
All right.
File 1, Part A, page 114.
That's correct, and it should have a flag reading CJC 417.
Because
Are you there now, Ms.?
I assume I don't see a chat, but I am on page 114 and I am at the correct tab, so I will hear what's coming next to see if I can understand what we're busy with.
I can assure you the chats in the first page of 114 are not in white ink. There are no chats at 114. The pack starts at 114. Just to confirm, if you go to 115 and you have regard to what's on the screen, do you have the same?
Yes, I do have.
You have it, Mr. Matlala. Ms. Van der Heever, I have 115 on the screen. Is that what you have in your file?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, then I think we found each other. Mr. Matlala, I would like to refer you in this file to page 120. And I'm looking at chat number 5. There is an attachment there. It's titled Aircraft Purchase Agreement. And if you stay with this file and go to page 127, that is the printed.
So did you identify whose chats these are?
Yeah, I thought I did, Chair, but for the record, for avoidance of doubt.
I might have missed it.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's chats between Mr. Msibi and Mr. Jotham Msibi and Mr. Matlala, and as appears at page 115. Thank you, Chair. We were at page 120, Mr. Matlala, and that attachment is in your file as page 127. I see it's an aircraft purchase agreement, and I have checked, but it's dated the 21st of October 2020, if you go to the back of it. And this, it would appear, was you received from Mr. Msibi. Mr. Msibi sent to you, not that you sent. Correct?
We are on 127 now.
Yes, you see the document at 127?
Yes, I see it.
Now let's go back to 120.
Yes, I'm on 120.
At 120, looking at chat number 5, there is that document in a green box that says aircraft purchase agreement. I'm saying that is that document
Okay.
printed off.
Yes.
Okay. Perhaps before then I ask you the question just so to orientate ourselves. The charts appearing on the left in sort of a white or grayish border are supposed to be chats from you, and the ones appearing on the right in green are supposed to be chats you received.
Okay.
That's how we read the document. So on that basis, it would appear that you received this agreement from Mr. Msibi.
Okay.
Now, what was this agreement about? It was about purchasing it was about a purchased aircraft. What relevance did it have to you, to the provision of services, VIP protection services for you?
It does.
Huh?
It does. It's very relevant, but there were some guys who were selling an aircraft, yes, and then I was very interested.
You were interested in buying the aircraft?
Yes.
But the agreement here is between between a company, the seller and the buyer, and you are neither.
Yes.
Where were you going to buy it from?
No, he was showing me that there was an agreement, but it didn't go through, that these guys were continuing to selling this aircraft. But I think that aircraft, I didn't even go and view the aircraft. I remember it was in Vonderboom. So I just lost interest. I don't know what happened.
I am so confused right now. You'd pity me if you truly understood. Mr. Msibi shares with you an aircraft purchase agreement.
Yes.
You say you were interested in buying an aircraft, and I say, but this is an agreement between a company called Alpha and the seller. It's got nothing to do with you, right?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. So how would you have exercised your interest in buying an aircraft by seeing an agreement concluded by this company, I think owned by Mr. Msibi, or it's got an association therewith called Alpha, and this other entity?
Yes, Commissioner. I wanted to see the details of the aircraft, so I do not know why Mr. Msibi sent also the sale agreement with the seller and the buyer. But the intention here was to purchase the aircraft. So whether he sent additional documents, maybe it was his oversight, I don't know.
Okay, so where do you go shopping for one?
An aircraft?
Yeah.
Where?
Yes.
You can, from a private seller, or you can go directly to the supplier.
Okay, so, and I'm trying to understand, where does this agreement assist you in following up on the interest you have in purchasing an aircraft? Unless you tell me you were interested in acquiring an aircraft from the same seller. Is that the case?
The aircraft does not belong to Mr. Msibi. It belongs to some other guys. I don't know them. Mr. Msibi was telling me that there's guys that are selling an aircraft. So one of the guys, I think, is even a technician, because he came to the farm. I remember I had a meeting with them. But I found out that the aircraft was not even in good condition, so I didn't even go and view the aircraft.
Chairperson, I'm just as confused as my learned friend. How does this particular issue fit in within the framework of what is being investigated by the Commission? I've allowed the client to answer the question, but it sort of doesn't fit. I don't see a correlation between what the Commission must investigate and this particular issue.
Thank you, Ms. Fanel.
Chair, it's not a particular issue this commission is investigating. The commission is investigating issues reflected in its terms of reference. And a multiplicity of facts will assist this commission in making a determination one way or another in respect of any term of reference. So, it cannot be that the challenge is what does this specific question have to do? We've been discussing the relationship between Mr. Matlala and Mr. Msibi after we had done Mr. Matlala and Mr. Maumela. It's in that context. And perhaps if my learned friend is a bit patient until we get to the end of this exercise, she might just get an answer to her question. Or otherwise, we run the risk that to every question, I must say, this particular question refers to a term of reference number 2.2, number 2.6, and that is absolutely ridiculous. Thank you, Chair.
Chairperson,
Thank you, Ms. Sillo. Yes.
Thank you, Chairperson. I am also here to assist the Commission. My client is here. And in that context, relevance is, of course, something very important because you've time and time reminded us that your time limits are relevant. I have listened to what she said, and if she says to me, and I will accept it, there is some form of relevance to the terms of reference, and she's going to come to it, I will accept it at this point. But I can't just sit and allow questions that I don't see the relevance of up front to be asked at this stage. That is my duty, is to also deal with those issues before you. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Sillo has made the point that we will see in due course, so thus far I will allow the line of questioning. Please continue, Ms. Sillo.
Thank you, Chair. So then you say you didn't buy that aircraft?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Can we go then to page 122? And at 122, I want us to have regard to chat number 3. This says dated the 22nd of September 2023. If you see at the bottom left of that particular chat, and it's from Mr. Jotham Msibi with a question, must I send the Nedbank one? Do you recall what the conversation is about here?
I think this has to do with that proof of... Sorry, Commissioner, and now I'm confused also. That payment, was it from Mr. Msibi or from Mr. Maumela?
Well, I don't even know if there's been a payment.
No, there is proof of payments. I saw them here in the
Perhaps let's take it a step at a time. I'm looking at this particular message. It says, which reads, must I send the Nedbank one? I don't know what the one is. I thought you might recall. It comes from Mr. Msibi to you.
Yes, I see it, but also I'm confused. I do not know.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's continue then. Perhaps it might get clearer. Your response follows at chat 4. And you say Nedbank is proof of payment. That's what I wanted to show.
Yes.
Okay. What proof of payment was this? Do you have any recollection? No?
Isn't it the proof of payment that they are here in the bundles? The Nedbank proof of payment?
I don't know. I'm not a participant in this chat, and I'm asking you to the extent that you can recall.
The problem, this thing happened in 2022, I also don't recall, so I'm trying to get some help, so maybe I don't know, Commissioner.
Okay.
I don't know.
So, because I think then chat 6 perhaps might help you and I understand better, because at chat 6 you say, this one is the account Morgan sent to deposit money to. So then my reading of it is, these are details of a bank account you are providing to Mr. Msibi and saying that this is where, according to Morgan, the deposit must be made.
Just for identification, I think you said chat 6, it's 5.
Oh, chat 5, I'm running ahead. Yes.
The one that says this one is the account Morgan sent to deposit.
That's quite correct, Chair.
Yes.
I ran ahead, it's chat 5. I'm sorry, Mr. Matlala, for confusing it. It's chat 5. So you clarify that this is the account Morgan sent to deposit money to. You see that?
Yes, I see.
So it would suggest that Morgan says pay the deposit into this account. That's what is said here.
If you can check the proof of payments, Morgan is the one who sent money, not the other way around.
I'm dealing with the words I'm looking at.
The words are confusing even myself. It wouldn't make sense because if you go back and check the proof of payment, you see Mr. Koza is the recipient and Mr. Maumela is the one who sent money. So it cannot, so...
You are saying to Mr. Msibi, this is the account Morgan says to deposit the money into. You say those words.
No, I think-
I can interpret them for you.
No, it says, this one is the account Morgan sent to deposit money. Yeah, I see.
Yes.
Commissioner, I don't know. I don't want to lie to you.
And it's you talking, Mr. Matlala, so you should be able to tell us what you were saying.
From what we discussed, it
Yes.
must be that it's either I sent an account number to Maumela to pay to Mr. Msibi. I will assume that is what happened here.
That wouldn't dovetail with that because you are suggesting Mr. Maumela paying Mr. Msibi, but what you are saying here is it should be the other way around. Mr. Maumela being
maybe it's my
recipient.
English. I was supposed to say Mr. Maumela. You know, it's very difficult for me to justify something that I don't even remember. So
Okay, let's.
what I'm working on here is just assumptions.
Sorry, Mr. Matlala. You should please wait until Ms. Silo is done. Don't speak over her. We'll have problems with the transcript.
Okay, thank you, Chairperson.
All right,
Thank you,
thank you.
Chair. And I too, at times, I think I'm guilty of that, so I'll take the Chair's caution as well. Let's see if we can, you and I can understand what you meant then by following these chats. Chat 6, you then, at the bottom of page 122, you say it's FNB. I take it it's FNB account.
Yeah, I see it.
So you are informing Mr. Msibi about an FNB account, if we read it together with chat 5, into which the deposit must be made, and that you got this detail from Mr. Morgan. Would that be a reasonable interpretation at least?
It cannot be because
Okay.
I remember even this period, it was during Mr. Msibi's wedding, and he paid money to my account for the security there by the venue. So there is money that Mr. Msibi paid to my account for the wedding. So I think this is something different.
Yes, it's not paying you, it's paying...
No, he's paying me. This can be, there's a date here, Commissioner. It's easy to verify this. We just go to the bank statements. We can verify.
I thought this is a payment, I don't know from who to who, but between Mr. Msibi and Mr. Maumela. How do you get into the equation now?
No, I'm saying, I know during this period, Mr. Msibi paid money to my account.
Yes.
And we have a date here. I'm saying for us to prove that is to go to the bank statements and check the dates, then we will see that it's either a day after or the same day the money was paid to my account.
So you say he was paying for a wedding? I thought you said...
Security. Yeah,
Security.
Yes.
This might just help us then. Let's get it out of the way. If we go to page 116.
116.
The very first chat at page 116. Titled Wedding Package 2022. You see that?
Yes, I see.
Okay. Now, you at chat 3, you give a number and you say Mawetu bodyguard. And then you give the name of Cordelia Matlala. At chat 5, you explain that's my wife, Baba. And Mr. Msibi responds at chat 6, cool son. So that's what 116 reflects. You see that?
Yes, I see it.
Then if we go over leaf at 117, chat 2, you say just deposit 350K. I'll take care of the rest, Baba. You see that? To To which he responds, at chat 3, will do tomorrow.
Okay, Commissioner, this is the account that I was trying to say that money was paid to my account. I see there is, before that, there is also a account number, if you can see. Before the just deposited 50K, there's an FNB account.
Sorry, please say that again?
I'm saying just before you go to this chat where I said to
Yes.
him, just deposited 50K, I'll take care of the rest. Before
Yes.
that,
Yes, I do.
there is an account number that I sent to him.
Okay.
Yes.
So then I brought us here to show you the payment and the conversation about payment for the services at the wedding. This is this conversation.
Yes.
Okay. So when he says will do tomorrow, he means I will do to the account number you have provided.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if we go back then to what we're trying to understand what you meant when you, at page 122, that payment cannot then be for your services at the wedding because it's settled.
Yes.
It has now to have to be for something else. And you introduced, as I indicated, at chat 6, that is an FNB account that Morgan sent for the money to be deposited into.
Do we have a,
You see that the distinction between the two?
yes, it completely makes sense. But
Okay.
do we have an account number for this FNB?
Well, you haven't written it down here. However, there is an FNB at page 154. But then I don't know if you'll help us. You'll be able to help us because, will you remember if I show you? If you go to page 154, there is the account confirmation letter, but that is for a company, PTY Limited there, with the account number. It's an FNB one, but I am not sure if it relates to the FNB account that you reference here at page 122.
Yes, I see it, but look, I don't know this company. I don't know this company.
Okay. Let's see if we can get clarified. As a matter of interest, if we go to page 123, chat 45 and 456, and overleaf at 124, chat 1, that seems to be pictures of a blue, fancy-looking vehicle. And at chat 2 is that the name we are trying to pronounce, I dare not. At page 124, chat
yes,
2.
124, yes.
Chat 2, you wrote that Pagani, is that the vehicle whose pictures appear before the name of Pagani?
Yes, I see it.
Okay. No, I say, is this the sports car that you were suggesting Mr. Msibi wanted to buy?
Not wanted to buy him. He was looking for a buyer, Mr. Maumera. He wanted Mr. Msibi to get him a buyer.
Oh, I see. This is the vehicle.
Yes.
I was hoping you will call the name of that vehicle again.
Yes, it's Pagani.
And it's got a second word, Mr. Matlala, please.
Hyra.
Sorry, ma'am?
Hyra.
Oh, okay. I dare not pronounce it back. Thanks for the assistance, Ms. van der Heever. Then it appears again at 125. It's still blue. I take it is the same car. And what I want to get to is page 1. Apologies, I lost my place for a second there. 179.
Page 179.
179 of the same file. It's a series of them. To be exact, 179 to page 182. Have you found it?
Yes, I have them.
Okay. They all seem, these are notification, payment notifications. They are all issued by Nedbank. And the payments seem to have been made on the same day, 22nd of September 2023, if you just cast your eye on the date against the entry date of payment. You see that?
Yes, I see that.
The first one, it's got no timestamp, so I don't know which, the order in which they were paid. The first one, I see it's paid from account, the account holder is supposed to be the entity identified there. I don't know if is it redacted. Do you see that entity?
On what, on which page?
179. You
The
see payer details at the bottom?
The entity you mean, you're referring to the recipient?
No, okay. It says notification of payment. You see where I'm reading? Okay, let's take it in the order we've got the date. Have you located the date?
Date of payment, yes?
Yes, with the reference number following.
Of course, yes.
The beneficiary details, it says the recipient is Mr. A.M. Koza.
Yes.
And the recipient reference is M. Maumela. Do you
Yes.
see that? And the amount is for 1.3 million.
Of course, yes.
And then it gives the account, well, part of the account number, and it says payer details, paid from account holder. Do you see that?
I see that.
Do you know that entity?
No, I don't know it.
The next one at page 180 is the same, but this time it's for 200,000, and except it comes from a different account holder. Wafra Consulting, do you know that company?
I don't know the company.
The fourth one at 181 is for, looks like 3 million, if my zeros are correct. And it's the same as the first entity that paid 1.3 million. Once again, the recipient being Agrippa Koza, and the reference being M. Maumela. Do you see that?
Yes, I see it.
And the last one at page 182 is for 500,000. Similarly, the recipient identified as Agrippa Koza and the reference being Maumela. And this is paid from the account of Wafra Consulting, and you said you don't know who that is.
No, I don't know that.
Now, you said you facilitated the delivery of these proofs of payment to one or the other. You don't recall why. Maybe because the one asked you to. You remember that conversation?
Yes, I remember.
So now, looking at this, you say the recipient is Mr. Koza, and it is paid from that account holder. On what basis do you suggest that, I think you did advance a basis, that this is payment by Mr. Maumela?
From the recipient's reference.
Oh, the recipient's reference is
Yes.
what tells you?
Yes.
Okay, it doesn't say,
No, not the recipient reference. The recipient is Mr. Agrippa.
yes.
The payment, yeah.
And I'm trying to determine who's paying. You had suggested it was Mr. Maumela, and looking at this, I'm trying to understand on what basis you say it's Mr. Maumela.
Yes, it's Mr. Maumela paying Mr. Agrippa.
Why do you say it's Mr. Maumela paying?
I'm checking the recipient reference and the recipient.
You remember we just looked at payer details and you said you don't know what that company is. That is the payer, that's the one paying.
Say that again?
The payer details are the details of the entity paying, and you said you don't know that entity.
I don't know this entity.
Yes. So the reference, recipient reference, is a reference that will appear on the side of the person receiving.
Of course,
the
yes.
money.
Yes.
So it's not, it doesn't suggest that Mr. Maumela paid. It's what the recipient will see reflected and will know this is M. Maumela, whatever that may mean for the recipient.
I agree.
Okay, so then my question is, where did you obtain these POPs to provide to Mr. Msibi?
Where did I obtain them?
Yes.
Doesn't this chat show the receipt? I don't know. Oh, this is my phone, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we don't have them in my phone. The proof of payment.
These are downloaded from your phone.
Yes, I'm saying it does not show where they come from.
No, it must be from Mr. Msibi's phone. Because with chats, if it's on your phone, what you write will be on the right-hand side. And the person you are writing to will be on the left-hand side.
I'm duly corrected. It's
Yes.
from Mr. Msibi's phone.
Yes.
Yes. So, reflecting exchange between you and Mr. Msibi regarding these proofs of payment. Somebody gave them to the other. Do you recall who did and for what purpose?
It should mean that I send them to Mr. Msibi.
Now, having gone through this exercise, do you recall why you would have done so?
No, I'm not saying I've done it. I'm saying according to the chat here, it shows that I send them to Mr. Msibi according to the chat.
Okay, now I'm asking, you remember in the beginning you said it was what, how many, 4 years ago, you don't remember, we went through this exercise, saw the car and everything. I wanted to see, has anything triggered your memory to remember why you would have sent these to him?
Before today, I've been going through this thing for quite a while. I do not remember this thing at all, at all.
Chairperson, maybe I can just be assisted by my learner because maybe I'm very confused because if you look at the bottom chat on 122, it refers to F and B. And if we go back to these deposit slips, they're all seemingly net bank. So I don't understand then how the one is brought to the other one. If these relate to net bank and my client, according to what's stated at the bottom, chat number 6, 122 says it's F and B. It doesn't, maybe my little friend can just assist me because I understand, I tried to look now at the electronic bundles that we got. And it's seemingly, my junior says those electronic bundles differ in what you can pick up as the PDFs that's at the top from what we've been sent later on.
I'll try and do so, and I hope it is helpful. If we start at 121, page 121 of the same file, from chat 3, there are 5 PDF documents. We're going to try and get into the other system that will allow us to double-click on the screen and open. And
Please project.
Yes, it tends to delay sometimes. Sorry, Chair.
Just look at that.
So, Ms. Van der Heef, from 121, you see them?
Shouldn't we start that process at 1:10?
Okay.
2:10, I'm sorry.
We're happy to check.
Let's adjourn and resume at 2:10.